So, 10 years ago now, I was pitching $500 one-off packages to help businesses with their websites, and I was absolutely shitting myself. We struggled to sell them. When we did, we thought it was heroic. And then when we delivered the work, it was done. And we over-delivered the crap out of them. We probably delivered $5,000 worth of work for those, which was great. But here's the key learning point. Once we discovered that we could charge monthly amounts for our SEO work, it blew our minds, my cousin and I, who started this business together. We went from charging $500 to $800 as a one-off and then it was done, to charging $1,500 a month to our clients. And it blew our mind. We were like, $1,500 a month? Like, are we allowed to be doing this? It feels like we're cheating. And we're paying ourselves a few $100 a week, and we thought that was extraordinary, right? And then fast forward a few years and we're running an agency together and we're charging $5,000 to $8,000 a month for our work. It's insane that the skill between those two wasn't so very different in terms of the actual work we did, so the SEO skills. It was more about the belief or knowledge that we had value to give to people, and then we put the right price tag behind it and we found the right people. So that's just a little story from my background to show you that most of life in terms of creating value and creating wealth for yourself comes down to believing in yourself enough to actually charge what you're worth. Here's the big idea. You don't need millions of dollars, or you don't need to build an empire. You need a peaceful, profitable, portable business that you can run that earns you $10,000 to $30,000 a month, and you work 4 days a week. That's the dream. That's the dream I currently live. And I want you to live that life as well. I've been doing this for the last 6 years now. I run a business called Team Empathy. After I did the big crazy agency with my cousin, I decided I want a more chill life. I want to be able to go out and do stuff in my day. I don't want to like have to go to work every single day into an office and sit and stare at a screen and be watched over and have to report my hours. To me, I never bought into that idea. So I decided that I would do things my own way. It started out way back of me being a dog trainer. That was my first business that I took a leap on. And even before that, becoming a CrossFit coach, that was my first big thing. And it got me really energized and excited. And then I realized like, hey, I can actually I can get out into the world and I can add value and I can help people and I can be rewarded for that. And it started out as $25 an hour as a CrossFit coach. And then it was $100 an hour as a dog trainer. I was like, wait a second, that's an hour each, but one of them's 4 times more valuable. And then when Stephen and I started working together and we did the agency, and then we were charging $5,000 and $8,000 a month for retainers. And I was like, I didn't even have to do that work. I had a team to do that work. And I was like, hang on a second. So there's all these ways that we can show up to the world. And I'm just telling you, you don't have to be locked into the current world or scenario that you think you're locked into. I don't think going to work 5 days a week and working a 9 till 5 or an 8:30 till 5:30 is a good deal. Like, I know it's the standard, but I don't think it's a good deal. That world is rapidly shifting. Like 6 years ago, I was going on about, digital marketing and being a digital nomad. But with AI now, man, it is changing quickly. And you either need to start figuring out how you're going to show up and add value in this new world, or pretty quickly you're going to lose your job. And that's going to happen over the next 5 years. There's going to be a huge amount of displacement. And there will be some form of universal income, in my opinion, that comes out of that. But the other pathway is to go and pitch yourself and be a freelancer and earn 10 to 20 to 30 grand a month on a 4-hour workday. And you can totally do that through leveraging AI. And that's what we teach in my community. My buddy and I, Alex, have started a community called the Chillpreneurs, and it's all about teaching people how to be a chillpreneur, how to have your own agency, how to be earning 10 to 30K a month and working 4-hour days and living life as we experience this big tumultuous shift in the world. We do that through leveraging digital marketing and AI services, delivered in a really leveraged, I'm not going to say easy, but really leveraged, mindful way where you show up and do great work and then chill out. So here's the framework for being a chillpreneur. Number 1 is define the number. How much would you like to earn? Think about what that means for you. For me, That number's 200K per year at the moment. That means I can support my family, my wife can stay at home with our baby, and I can stay working from home, so we both get to be with our baby. I get to work a 4-hour day. I get to walk around outside with my dogs and my baby and hang out with my wife and family, and I love it. So think about the number and what that means for your lifestyle. Secondly, leverage over labor. Don't think about yourself as a labor unit charging an hourly rate. You're going to be charging X amount for a specific service, and that's the value that you give. It's not about the hours that you work, and that's the shift that you need to make now, because I'm telling you, it's not about working an 8-hour day. That's not where your value comes from. That's not where your worth comes from. Your worth comes from who you are as a human innately, and that's infinite anyway. But in this world of capitalism, it also means the value that you provide in exchange for a service. And you can charge $2,000 a month for a service, and it costs you a couple $100 or a few $100 to deliver that, and an hour a week. And that's totally okay. That's not cheating. It just is the way the world works with value, right? The 9-to-5 office system, it's not legit in my mind. Okay, number 3, set it up, let it run, go outside. Once you've actually generated a few clients and you're earning $5,000-10,000 a month, keep it tight as much as possible. Have your work blocks in your calendar, do your really leveraged, fun work, and then go enjoy life. Number 4 is community. So join our chillpreneur community. It's completely free right now. There's actually a wait list until we hit 100 people, then we're going to open it. Join the community, take the chillpreneur readiness quiz to see how ready you are on this journey to join. And when you get in, you'll be free forever, because eventually it'll be a paid community. But for now, join the community. Step 4 is all about having other chillpreneurs in your circles, so you don't feel weird or alone, or that this is some made up thing. It's real. People make 6 figures a year delivering services digitally. You don't have to buy into that kind of lifestyle anymore of the 9-to-5. So click the link below, sign up to the waitlist, and join the community, and would love to see you in there soon. Drop a comment, drop a like, drop a subscribe, and ask me any questions you have. I'm an open book. I'd love to share more. Feel free to DM me, feel free to drop a message. I'll see you in the community. Be well.